Hello students, welcome back, and today let us learn on programming with Python to calculate simple and compound interest. Before we continue, remember to subscribe the channel so that you will not miss out any video that I am going to post in the upcoming days. So here we have to calculate simple interest and compound interest. Here we have the code for calculating compound interest. This is the formula that I am removing now. So I want to show to you first on how to calculate simple interest. So these lines of codes which we are not using right now, I am commenting so that first we will concentrate on how to calculate simple interest. In order to calculate simple interest, we need to get the principal amount, the rate, and the time. Here, principal amount is being assigned to variable print A and rate of interest to rate. And for time is time. These are the three variables storing the principal amount, the rate, and the time so that we can using this formula to calculate the simple interest. And here in this line we are printing the result. Now let's run the program. Here we are to enter the principal amount. For example, 25,000 here I entered, and then for the interest as 12%, that means the rate, and the time is 2. So here we are getting simple interest as 6,000, and compound interest we will be using again these three values in order to calculate the compound interest. But for now, this is the formula for calculating or to find out the simple interest. Here SI means simple interest. That's all for simple interest. So now let us calculate on compound interest. So let me paste the formula here. This is the formula for calculating the compound interest. Here we have AMT for storing the amount that is needed to calculate for compound interest. To remember these two, the AMT, that means the amount we are getting from this formula as shown in line number 13, and print A is the principal amount that we receive or we get from the user in line number 5. Here we are using math.power function, and this is the function whereby we need to import the math library. So here in line number 3, as you can see, there is a space before I. So I have to remove that space since it will give an error. So now it's okay. There is no more error, so we will proceed with calculation of compound interest. After we got the answer for compound interest, we would like to display that answer. So here in line number 16, we are displaying the compound interest after the calculation. So this part is mainly for compound interest. Just like for simple interest, here also we need the principal amount, the rate, and the time. So for compound interest also we need the principal amount, the rate, and the time, which are being entered by the user. So now let's run the program. Here we are entering the same principal amount, which is 25,000, rate is 12, and time is 2, and here we are getting the simple interest, which is 6,000. And for compound interest, this is the value that we got for compound interest. So my dear students, if you are to calculate only the simple interest, make sure that you remove these lines, 3 lines of codes, because those lines are meant for compound interest. And also you have to remove this library, that means the import math, because we are not using for simple interest. So if the question is for simple and compound interest, then we have to do like this as shown here. But what if the question is that you have to solve only for compound interest? That means you don't need simple interest. So we remove away these 2 lines of codes. So while doing programming, you read the question carefully and do it accordingly. So here we are running the program and enter the principal amount, the rate and the time, and you can see here the output is showing only for compound interest because we already removed for simple interest. So I hope that is clear. Thank you for watching and keep practicing.